One of the first things to set up once you're logged on to Preferences is your library's calendar settings. There are two calendar choices, weekly and daily. The weekly calendar provides the opportunity to set up the normal open and close days and hours in a typical week, while the daily calendar defines the exceptional days and hours such as holidays. The daily can define a location in your library's network that may have different days or hours than what is established in the weekly calendar. Changes to the daily calendar can easily be saved to all locations. The calendar settings affect the date and time of checked out items. Items checked out are due only on the open days and hours. To get started, set up the weekly calendar for one location, and once established, you can copy and paste to other locations in your network. To configure the weekly calendar, click Calendar, Weekly Calendar, and select your location from the drop-down list. Click the day of the week you want to configure. A green background will indicate the day you are about to change. For each day, use the drop-down list to adjust the hour, minute, and AM or PM selections for when the location opens and closes. Continue for each day you want to change. If the location is to be closed on a selected day, clear the checkbox for Library is normally open on this day of the week. Select the checkbox for Closes the next day if the closing time is after midnight. Set the appropriate closing time. When you have all of the days configured for the week, click Save. The information message displays. Click Done. Once you have one location set up, use this as the source calendar and copy and paste the weekly calendar to your other locations. Click Copy Week and select the location from the drop-down list. Click Paste Week and the displayed settings will change to reflect the source calendar. Then click Save. A notice appears. Repeat this procedure for each location you want to match with the source calendar, and then click Done. To configure the daily calendar, click Calendar, Daily Calendar, and select your location from the drop-down list. The calendar displays the open-close times from the selected location based on the selected date. If no prior changes have been made, Default for Selected Date will display in green. If changes have been made, Overridden for Selected Date will display in red. Use the arrow to change the month or the year. Select the date you want to change and then click Edit Selected Date. If the library should be closed on this date, clear the checkbox Library is open on this date. Make any modifications to the open-close times. If the library is closing after midnight, select the checkbox Closes the next day and set the Closes at time appropriately. After changes have been made, click Save. If you want to apply the change to all locations in your network, click Save to All Locations. Overridden for Selected Date will display. If you want to revert back to the default setting for the selected location, click Use Default. Click Done and you are returned to the main menus.